steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey,
How are
Rashad.
you feeling? Obviously back from concussion protocol. This is our first time seeing you in a while. Just being on the court. How did that feel?
feel good. Feel like myself.
Becky, you mentioned that you might be like a little bit rusty, having taken some time off with the turnovers and missed free throws. Did it feel like that to you?
Yeah, just getting back into the swing of things. But no, I feel good. I just gotta honestly starting to put the ball in the hoop and stop giving it away to the other team, and that's unacceptable on my end. So I got to be better on Sunday and moving forward for my team because that is not how I wanted to come back. Just watching, considering how many turnovers we had when I was away. So I'll be better.
That was another thing I wanted to ask you, maybe just what you were able to learn about this team and your time away. Like you were able to watch and maybe have like a coach's view. What stood out to you about what this team needs to work on?
Honestly, just giving the ball to the other team. That's our biggest thing. That's been our biggest hump. And also just that third quarter. Third quarter kind of sucks for us. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it for my team and I, because we play really good halves, first halves, but the third quarter is unacceptable on our end. So that's something that I'm gonna focus on. Something that I saw when I was away. So hopefully I can help change that.
Asia, I think there's a difference between all 13 teams have a will to win once the ball goes up, but that killer instinct is something that's been absent from this team. How do you get that back? Are you noticing that killer instinct when it's time to play Aces basketball and take a game over? It just seems to not be there this season.
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's not there. It's just us as a team, we have it. We just got to find it within each other, and that takes time. But obviously, we spoiled a lot of people with our greatness, with our legendary basketball styles. We see people are running our stuff. And so we spoiled our fan base. We spoiled a lot of people with that. And now they expect that out of us every single game. And it's hard. People have their building years. People have their championship years. Everyone has that type of year. And I think we're in unfamiliar territory, but we're about to get real familiar with being uncomfortable and leaning on one another. And that's what we're going to continue to do.
How long is it acceptable in your mind? It's probably not, but that you can say, we have pretty much a brand new group that's learning you, Jackie, Chels, Kia, to blend that chemistry. How long does that, I don't want to use the word excuse, but how long does that last?
It's not. We've already exhausted it. That was game two to me. Now it's just making the right basketball decisions and understanding how teams are guarding us is different. So that went out the window to me, game two. Now it's just on each and every last one of us from top to bottom, especially myself, to make sure that we're geared up and ready to play 40 minutes. And I don't know what that's going to take. I think it's going to take for us to continue to get our ass beat, for us to wake up. And it's going to click. And when it does, that's when you're going to see Aces basketball. But right now, we're just going to continue to get our ass beat until we man up. And that's what it's going to take.
Hey, you already talked about the third quarter. You talked about the turnovers, but tonight you guys had more turnovers in the third quarter than you had in the entire first half. When you're on the floor and those turnovers are happening, does it feel like you guys are being sped up? Does it seem like a schematic issue? What does it feel like on the floor?
I don't know, honestly. It doesn't feel the ball's just not going through for us. So when the ball doesn't go through the hoop, everything else just crumbles. That's what it feels like. It feels like we're literally running in mud because it's just making turnovers. But I mean, once again, it's on us that we have to buckle down on the defensive end. And once again, with me being the anchor of that, I have to make sure that I can make my guards feel comfortable in any systems, any actions that they're in to help prevent that because third quarters just can't be this crazy for us.
And Jack, I know you just took a seat, but I tweeted at halftime that you had scored the last 5 points, 5 straight points heading into halftime. Willie corrected me and actually said that you scored the last 10 for this team. With everything that's kind of been going on with this team this season and all the adjustments that have been made, have you been trying to be more effective kind of in pockets, right? Like, this is my pocket to kind of take over the game, maybe this 3 or 4 minute stretch. Have you tried to kind of find more moments like that this season?
I mean, honestly, just trying to play the right way. And then if a couple fall, then I know they're going to keep going back to me, you know? And so I just got hot for a little bit. But, you know, it starts with our defense. Whenever we're getting stops on the defensive end, we're able to get going in transition and play at the pace that we want to play at.
Speaking of defense, Asia, Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever, come on Sunday. How do you plan to attack the Fever?
Honestly, I haven't even thought about that. I'm gonna digest this one, and tomorrow I'll try to, well, not try to, but I'll buckle into that. But I haven't really given it any thought right now.
For Jackie, only I think it was something like 3 field goal attempts for you in that fourth quarter. It's obviously huge in the first half, but maybe what shifted in the fourth quarter that I guess prevented you from being able to kind of make that same impact?
Whenever we're not getting stops on the defensive end, it's hard to, execute things on the offensive end. And so that's the biggest thing. We're just taking the ball out the net, and so they amped up their intensity a little bit. And I thought it put us on our heels a little bit. We had a lot of turnovers, and so it's hard to score whenever we're just turning the ball over and not getting great looks on the offensive end.
Jackie, I asked Asia the same question. All 13 teams, when the ball goes up, you have a will to win. This is a team that used to have a killer instinct when it came time. Nobody could stop this team. Do you feel that that killer instinct is absent, or is it just something that needs to be triggered? Where, if you could define that for me.
I think we just have to execute on the defensive end. That's the biggest thing. Whenever we aren't getting stops, it's hard to score on the offensive end because we're just taking the ball off the net. And so I think we just have to have that killer mentality going into the game. We got off to a good start in the first half and then had another bad third quarter. So we have to do something, change something, come out better in the third. That's the biggest thing. We had the lead at halftime, and so I think just building on that in the third quarter and getting off to a better start. And so, it starts with the first 5 minutes and it starts with the starters.
We'll finish off on Zoom with Nikias. Nikias?
Just a quick one from the players. Just from your perspective, what is the biggest issue with the defense right now?
We're not playing it. Honestly.
Fair enough. Thank y'all.
We'll go to Natalie. Natalie?
Said that she might consider changing the starting lineup in the second half going forward due to the third quarter struggles. I just wanted to know both of your reactions to that and if that's something you think needs to happen.
What did she just say?
The starting lineup in the second half.
Becky said she's willing to start lineup going into the third quarter to kind of revitalize the team. How do you guys feel about that?
We not the coaches, we the players. So if that's her choice, that's her choice. We gonna ride with Becky no matter what. So whatever choices she make, that's it.
All right, thank you, players.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.